Hello, beautiful people. It's Miyuki from Behind the Writing, and this is the first official video. I feel pretty awkward when I'm being recorded while I am speaking, which is quite hilarious since like performing and playing concerts is my is my job. But I feel like it is really important to share messages also on video and to have an image of who is talking. And also I really want to include everybody, and not everybody is able to be on Spotify, and I feel like YouTube is also a very open platform, so this is why you see me now with the full image. So welcome to Behind the Writing. In this podcast we dive into the stories behind my music, and with that we automatically touch subjects that are very important to me and that I feel that are also important in the world now, because I really believe, I say this again and again, but I will keep saying it, that my process is the conscious process, the subconscious process, and the other way around, so the collective subconscious process. And today we have another one of my songs. The previous podcast was one that was coming from thin air, let's say. I loved that one as well. It was around duality and non-duality. So if you're interested in that and you're struggling with subjects around your life, like what's the right thing to do, what's the wrong thing to do, check that one out. It's really, I could say I love it a lot myself. And this one is about my song that is coming up, coming Friday, that I'm releasing, which is called Walk with Spirit. I also brought my guitar, so maybe I will play it live. Otherwise you will see it in a video on Instagram or wherever you are, or on Spotify. You can listen to it on Friday. And I will probably release this also coming Friday, so I'm very excited. I'm very excited. And I want to touch a little bit on this story of Walk with Spirit, and how this message is so important in the times that we are living in right now, and also what this song means to me and how it started actually. And it started very, very funny. I was in the shower and I had this melody in my head, like and then I started to sing, and it was almost like these words were, it felt like this portal was opening up and the words were already waiting for me, and I was finally able to open this door, and it was like coming. And if you are a writer or like an artist, you know this secret door, you know, that sometimes opens, or quite a lot of the time opens. But now it was in the shower, and I could feel like something was happening, and I started to sing the words immediately, and it was like, walk with spirit, walk with love, and they walk you home. And it's about a message. This is a message for all the souls that need to know they are loved. This is a message for all the souls that need to know they can trust. And I just sang it, and I sang it again and again and again under the shower. And it was right before I hosted a ceremony, a listening and singing circle ceremony. And while I was in the shower singing this new song, and I was like a little bit like swaying with it, like a tree under the shower, like with rain as a tree. And I felt like, wow, I saw something. And I saw this vision of like a very big stage. And I had a friend next to me, and we sang this, harmonized this song. And it was just like super quick. And then it was gone again as well. I was like, wow, this is it. I need to do something with this song. So this evening I played quite a small ceremony. It was in a yurt in the middle of nowhere, in nature, and it was winter. And I started to sing this song, and everybody was singing it with me. And tears were flowing through everybody, and everybody came through me like, hey, there was this song in the middle of the ceremony, like what was it? Like what is it? It's in my head, and it gives me like this feeling, but what was it? And I felt like, yeah, this is that song, you know. And then I was thinking of like, maybe I should make it longer or more words, and then I felt like, no, this is the message. This is literally the message. This is a message to all the souls, you know. And kind of grasps it all, you know. And then this vision that I had in the shower, it just didn't leave me. And then I got a call from a friend of mine, a person that I know. And he said, Miyuki, I want to book you in the pre-program for an international artist. And this was back in December. And I opened for Sophia Kai. Amazing person. You should really check her out. Purest soul I met. She's lovely. And I said yes. And then it came to me like, this is where I should play the song. And I never played the song besides this small ceremony live. So, and I saw this in this vision. I saw my friend next to me harmonizing this song with me. But we didn't make music together at all anymore. We haven't sang together for like 6 or 7 years. So I called her up. I said, look, I had this vision in the shower. And I think it's gonna be great. And I have a gig coming Friday. Do you want to play it with me? And yeah, if yes, shall we maybe then rehearse it beforehand? So she was like, yeah, sure, dude, let's do it. So I went to Amsterdam to see my friend Anik, and we sang this song and we were rehearsing it and making like such a beautiful movement with it, you know. And I felt like with how do you say, like, I want to sing this with as many people as possible to not only remind ourselves but also remind each other, you know, like we all need to remember this love. And especially in these times, I think it's so important to come together and sing and yeah, to just go for it. So we went to the gig and she asked me like, hey Miyuki, so how many people will come? And I thought, I have no idea, maybe 20, maybe 100, I don't know. And then I think it was around 200 people that came. And I only performed the song in a very small ceremonial setting, and I felt like this rush into my veins was like doot, and in the pre-program, and then I felt like, yeah, I have to do this. This is the message. So I asked Anik up to the stage, and I told her like, come, we can do it, you know, let's do it. And we had the most amazing experience, and everybody was singing with us. Everybody was singing like with so much love, and I saw so many tears rolling down everybody's eyes, and I feel like this is such an essence thing, you know. Like, I love to write music. I love to also write complicated stuff. I love to have like incredible sound things, and yeah, I love it a lot. But there's also something so holy in simplicity, and this song kind of comes together for me, you know, like. And also what Anik did with the song live, it was so beautiful. So also shout out to you, Anik. And then later on, I've been playing this with almost every ceremony, almost every gig, and people were loving it. And then it came to my mind, like, I missed something in this song when I was recording it, you know. I felt like there's something that I hear, and I cannot put my finger on it yet. It is something like percussion, but it's different. And then I knew it clicked. Like last year, around the same time, this happened as well. And I called the same person, which is the amazing Amy Naylor, international handpan player. She is so cool and so amazing. And I said, hey, I have this song. Do you want to play on it again? You know, last year she played on another song of mine called I Honor. It was also a mantra. And she was like, I love it so much. I'm gonna freestyle on it, but I need some time. She also had some things going on, and so I felt like, okay, just trust that it will come, you know. It's always like this when we collaborate with each other in the music field. It's always like everybody has their own workflow, so we really have to be in this full loving acceptance. Like, you work in your flow, I work in my flow, you know. And sometimes they perfectly come together, and sometimes it's like we have to wait, or it's not even a wait, it's just like, okay, we just trust, you know. It's a lot of trust in the process. And then Amy, she sent me like, oh, I think something like this is cool, and it was amazing. It was bloody beautiful, and I honestly can't wait to share it, because now on this song we have like beautiful harmonies. I did them but I like them. We have percussion, we have the guitar, we have a handpan, and it's so beautiful. And the medicine drum, of course, is a very centered, instrument in my music. And I love it so much. And then if you listen very closely at the end of the song, you will hear meow, and that's my cat. And talking about simplicity, a lot of people ask me, how did you record your music? And sometimes I go to a studio, but actually 80% of the time I am recording in my caravan, which is not isolated or insulated. I don't know how to say that, but it's not like music proof. It's just with my own DIY setup, you know. But I actually love this so much because I feel like if I can show you that it is that I'm able to produce a sound like this with the equipment that I have, I hope to actually inspire you to just get out there and do it, you know? Like, we don't need record labels anymore. We live in a time where we can bring it back to simplicity and actually take the power back in our own hands and from our own hearts and our own sound, you know? Like, we don't need to compromise anything anymore. And I think this whole song, Lighthouse, I did more in the studio and also partly in the caravan. But this one, I fully did it in one evening in the caravan, and later on I put like the medicine drum and stuff. But like the basis is from the caravan, and I just love that, you know. So it's not only the simplicity of just like 4 sentences or 3 sentences, it's also the simplicity of how I recorded it. And I feel like the power of this song is in that, because I truly believe like sometimes messages are amazing when they're being long, like this video, but sometimes they're also really, really beautiful when they're short, you know. And yeah, so this song is a beautiful example of that. It's a coming together of beautiful people. It's a coming together of instruments, lovely instruments, of messages, and yeah, singing together. And I'm so excited to share this with you. I'm also gonna share the chords and everything. I already got so many questions like, what are the chords? Where's the capo at? But I felt like I wanted to wait a little bit before showing all the stuff. So I feel like grounded in myself and I can share everything, you know. So that's always for me important. So you will find it. I will put it somewhere. All right. I can also say it now. It's capo 4, and then it's A minor, G, E minor, A minor. That's all. All right, enjoy. I hope you enjoy the song. I hope you enjoyed this story. And please get out there, whatever you're doing. If it's music, if it's art, if it's talking, if it's just spreading ideas, being present, if it's meditating, yoga, it doesn't matter. If you found something that you love, you know, spread it out. I think especially in the times that we live in now, we need to spread these things with each other. Okay, so much love, and I see you on the next one. And if you want to work with me, you can find it somewhere in the show notes. And I talk to you later. Thank you so much.